There. You stay here till the doctor is back.
Something seems to have gone patently wrong here.
I'd have to agree, but this means that they're all in on her memory being erased. This whole place, it's one thing to revolt against the man. It's another thing when the man is literally out to get you. Not just indifferent to you. Oh, it's Drogglejug.
Oh, what a man. I wonder if he has a girlfriend.
He is one handsome guy. Pick him up.
I'm too shy for that. Hello,
Drugglejug.
is that your name?
Drugglejug.
Am I not allowed in there?
Drugglejug.
But I need to be granted an audience with the king.
Drugglejug.
Too bad. What a guy. If only I could impress him somehow.
This reminds me, for some reason, of a scene from the movie I'm a Cyborg, but that's okay, where they're like in the insane asylum, and everybody's it's just a bunch of weirdos talking to each other.
There's an old man with an aluminum cape standing at the window.
Well, perhaps I shouldn't say insane asylum. It's, I don't know, somehow insensitive sounding. Well, at least that glass guard we met was the first one who actually came off as a decent person trying to do his job. I agree with that. No,
Hello?
talk to him.
Hello, young lady. Wait. Stay there. There's no doubt. You're different from the others. Your aura is highly energetic. Who are you? Where do you come from?
I'm Dr. Marcel. I've come from my office.
Don't be ridiculous. Your aura is as green and juicy as the Hobbit's Shire. Dr. Marcel's aura, on the other hand, is like one of those dry bushes that tumble through the frame so the director can make it clear that the town is totally deserted.
Nice analogy.
So, why do you lie to me? Who are you really?
I'm Edna. It's not important where I come from. The important thing is, I want to get out of here.
Yes. Your impulse for freedom is very strong. Your chi doesn't only flow, it gushes. You have been reprimanded far too often. You have been hindered far too long. The levees are about to break. The volcano is about to erupt.
Wow, those are good guesses.
What brings you here, Edna?
You're a real poet,
Who are
aren't
you?
you?
My name ceased to be of importance long ago. The moment I inherited the wisdom of the cosmos, I decided to abandon all ties to my former existence. I am known as the Aluman now.
You loonies love to refer to yourselves only by your characteristics, don't you?
It's just easier to memorize.
Oh, I get it, because the other one's a Drogglejug and this one's aluminum.
What is it
Alumen,
exactly that you're doing
aluminium.
I'm checking the flow of the chi for holes.
here? Why are you doing that?
Well, somebody has to do it. You can't just walk about with holes in your chi now, can you? The whole yin might be flooded by yang, and you can kiss the feng shui goodbye.
Why are you dressed that way?
The aluminum enhances my astral conductivity. This way I'm always in touch with the essential.
And the A on your chest?
That is not an A. It is the Earth Rune. It connects me with Gaia, the Earth Goddess.
And the diving goggles?
It protects me from chlorine. What did you think?
That's a good point.
Quite an interesting case. He got struck by lightning
What?
and developed certain abilities after that. In fact, His case supports some of my theories.
Oh, I skipped a line. I didn't know I could.
What exactly are those theories?
I have developed a couple of theories regarding Adrian's case. After lightning struck him, he suddenly had psychic abilities. I don't know exactly how to name my theory. I'm considering psychokinetic conductivity through electric currents, electrostatic psi extension, high voltage precognition, or just fortune doesn't always favor fools.
So, Draggle-Jug
What
is named
abilities are
Adrian,
those?
huh?
He sees things before they happen.
Wow! No wonder he's your king. He must be very powerful then.
Indeed he is. He always wins at Chinese checkers that way.
Yeah, but in addition to that,
And at Scrabble.
but the possibilities!
You said it. The recreation room is full of board games. And Adrian wins them all. He even won the jigsaw puzzle contest. The prize was a medal of real gold.
Oh, wait a minute. So... No, Adrian
you
is who
call him
Draggle-Jug is
king?
guarding.
Well, that was the wager in a game of Yahtzee. We were naive enough to think we could beat him. B-Man had worked out a strategy. The ticket inspector developed a fail-safe system. Professor Knock supplied us with the medication. He had scraped together everything he could get his hands on for one whole year, just for the occasion. Petra even designed a special choreography for us to follow. Alas, it was to no avail. Well, we could have done worse. Imagine if Petra had won. Pilates every morning. Ugh.
Let's talk about something else. Do you know a way out of here?
Outside and inside are just two aspects of the same circumstance. Like the two sides of a coin. Neither be inside nor outside, Edna. Just be.
Man, Alaman is real Taoist, isn't he?
Your coat hanger tells you all that?
Why no. It serves as an aerial to pick up cosmic oscillations. Plus, I'm keeping it handy just in case. An aluminum suit is very prone to wrinkling, you know.
It's probably pretty uncomfortable if you have to wear aluminum like that.
Can I have the coat hanger?
Normally, I despise the concept of material possessions, but the coat hanger is essential to me, I'm afraid. For one thing, it is my aerial that connects me to the ethereal realm. I'm also keeping it handy just in case. An aluminum suit is very prone to wrinkling, you know.
Well, alright.
I have to get
Thanks.
a move on.
Take care of your karma.
Okay, now he's jumbling that up. Karma is a different concept. It's outside of Taoism. It all gets jumbled together. It's all gotten jumbled
All
together
the
over the
cushions and
years.
covers are missing.
Oh well, I wonder why. Take the bare sofa.
Too late. Obviously someone has already pilfered the cushions.
Yeah, but not the sofa. It could be your fort. You could challenge Adrian's supremacy. Oh, but listen to me. I can't do that. Where we'd end up is we'd be like these crazy people then.
Hush, little Edna, don't say a word.
I'm getting awfully tired all of a sudden.
We have a shelf. Take a look at the shelf. It has things
Catch
on
the
it.
frog.
Oh, I see. It's the board games. Take one.
Certainly not. It's alright that people think I'm crazy, but these games are for complete morons.
Oh, I get it. She doesn't care if people think she's crazy. But she doesn't want anyone to think that she's dumb. Makes sense. Go to the door. Wait, where are we now? Oh, are we on the other side of the of those bars? It could be. No, it can't go in that one. It's for the staff only. Nah, I'm only kidding, of course. They said that, chaos was spreading through the building. What?
Surprise! Oops.
Oh, well, hi, Petra. Anyway, so our job is to make sure that chaos really does completely overwhelm this place. It'll be good.
She's completely wound up.
Yeah, she's one of those people who can't quite close their mouths. You see those sometimes. Those people. Take her.
I think she'd have something to say about that. Well...
Who are you? I'm Petra! Give me a P! Or, you know what? You can keep the P.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? I'm throwing a surprise party!
Where are the other guests?
Hello! It's a surprise party! What kind of surprise would it be if everyone knew about it?
You didn't have to do that.
The party is not for you. Today is the birthday of Peter. Oh, but please don't tell him the party is here. It's supposed to be a surprise.
We'll see about that.
You have to promise you won't tell him.
Okay.
Promise?
All right, I promise.
Swear it.
I swear.
Cross your heart.
Okay.
Cross your heart and hope to die.
I swear it, okay?
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, I guess all we need to do is get Peter to drink a whole lot, and then he'll need to use one of those urinals. Then he'll be here. It'll be great.
Interesting choice of venue.
What do you mean?
Don't you think more people would come if it wasn't in the bathroom of all places?
I don't know. It is a surprise party after all. And what could possibly be more surprising?
Surprising doesn't do it justice. Appalling or absurd. That's more like it.
Oh, yeah? So, where would you have thrown the party?
Well, yeah, break room.
How about the break room?
Huh? No! We never go in there anymore. 3 people vanished there once. They were actors. I think they were auditioning for a play. They were never seen again.
How about the TV room?
No! I loathe parties where everyone just hangs around in front of the tube.
How about the bar?
That's out of the question. Peter's been sitting there all day long, crying into his drink. And it's supposed to be a surprise party. He's a little touchy when it comes to his age. I hope the party can cheer him up a little.
How about the recreation room?
That was my first thought, too. But King Adrian was opposed.
King Adrian?
He rules the lounge. He is a wise and just king. And rumor has it that he's psychic. He rarely receives visitors, though, I'm afraid. His right-hand man, Druggle-Jug, is as tough as he is attractive.
So everyone thinks Droggle-Jug is attractive.
Any room would have been better.
I like it here.
As they should.
Do you know a way out of here?
Why would I want to get out of here? There's always something going on in here. The people are nice. Plus, you don't have to feel embarrassed about anything in here. If you forget to put your pants on, nobody'll notice. If you want to get out of here, you'd better talk to Emilio. If you can find him, I believe he's currently working on a tunnel. If you get really desperate, you could talk to the Keymaster. But I'd only do that as a last resort if I were you. That guy is dangerous. His solitary confinement cell is on the second floor, though, so you'll have to wait until after lunch. We're being escorted to the dorm then, you know.
Keymaster, huh? Keep on celebrating.
Oh, I will. Oh, yeah. Turn the lights off on your way out.
We'll see.
Huh. A keymaster, huh? And he's also in solitary. That'll really make a person go crazy.
I don't think it's very appealing to put the finger food right next to the toilets.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't want to take it all at once.
We'll just take one of it. One of them.
Hello, you appetizers.
Hey, we heard those quotation marks.
I'd rather not. This stuff sits in your stomach like a rock. And it looks like the toilet bowl is already being used for a punch.
Yeah, this will be on our way.
Could you please turn off the lights before you go?
Do it yourself.
Okay. So, maybe... I don't know, maybe Edna isn't crazy. I mean, she seems to be way more collected than these other people.
This reads, shortage of spoons. Bring your spoons back to the cafeteria.
Moreover, she is an adult. She deserves the right to decide what happens to her. I think you need to be way more long gone before you really should have no say in what happens to you anymore. Maybe you never should. It's really, I think, too bad at just how much they deny the mentally ill a lot of rights.
Something strikes me as odd about this guy. I just can't really put my finger on it. No, he's one big fat bumblebee. What do you make of this guy, Harvey?
I don't see anything unusual about him.
Hey, there was a surprise in there. It's a brand spanking new authentic police badge with small parts that could be swallowed. Cool. I bet only the toughest cops get the small parts that could be swallowed.
Probably. Well, good to know.
Would you like this very handy toenail?
Not now. I still have 10 of my own.
Ah, we're down a few.
I've got something for you.
I hope it's not that broken chair leg again.
No.
And? What is it then? I'm incredibly anxious to know.
It's an immaterial economic commodity.
I see. Like the concept work for a marketable 2D adventure game.
Exactamundo.
So why don't you just put your immaterial economic commodity over there? There's not as much commotion in the air. We don't want it to evaporate now, do we?
Well, other than the bee suit, this guy seems, he seems like a real gentleman. An intellectual.
Hello, Bee-Man.
Hello, stranger woman.
Stranger? I thought you just implied that we'd met.
You can call me Edna.
Pleased to meet you, Edna. Who's your little friend?
That's Harvey. He's helping me to escape.
Hi, Harvey.
Cool getup, buddy.
Why are you locked up here? You seem to be wise and balanced.
I have a theory. I think it has something to do with my clothes. Men in bee suits have a bad reputation.
Where do you think the bad reputation of the bee look stems from?
There's no question about that. The media. Men in bee suits are generally represented as the laughing stock. And the main culprit? Children's animated films. Animation movie authors are basically mounting a campaign against us. The Mexican in The Simpsons, Charlie Brown in Peanuts, or Bumblebee from Transformers. Men in bee suits are the clowns of the media.
I see. He's a repressed minority.
Why are you wearing wearing a bee suit?
To show solidarity with other men in bee suits. To open the world market for the insectoid garment as conceptual performance satire. To boycott the fashion industry. And finally, to express my admiration for those hard-working honey collectors.
Admit it. You lost a wager.
I lost a wager.
Well, once again, this guy isn't even kind of crazy. That's a good question.
Why do you have such big ears?
All the better to eat you with. And as a valve for my exceptionally high output of earwax, I'm afraid.
Exceptionally high output of earwax? Yuck!
Yes, it is no picnic.
I don't think it should be used in the same context as picnic at all.
This overproduction is some kind of an allergic reaction with me. I'm allergic to hot beverages. I could still use a good cup of coffee right now.
It's not an allergic reaction if it's heat, but...
Do you know a way out of here?
A speedy mental recovery comes to mind. That, of course, almost never happens. Maybe that's because the criteria of mental health are subject to Dr. Marcel's judgment. And, to be honest, who would admit to his own customers that their demand has been fulfilled?
That's quite cynical for someone in a bee suit.
Anyway, some of us loonies use the old laundry lift system. The unauthorized changing of floors is possible that way. The laundry lift to freedom is yet to be built.
So Marcel really is keeping even nice folks like B-Man trapped
Are
here.
you drawing anything in particular?
I'm still waiting for inspiration. A sip of coffee would surely be of help, but I'm ashamed because of my allergy.
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
My allergy leads to an overproduction of earwax.
Oh. I'll be going then.
Go ahead.
Well, if you're drawing, I don't think you're going to need these scissors. Alright, let's have a chat with our scissors.
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy.
Hoi, hoi, hoi!
You see, I have that kind of conversation with my scissors all the time. You don't think I'm crazy, do you?
This is art.
I like the sound of a master key. Take it.
It is very tempting that this is exactly what such art is all about. The angrier I get at my own understanding of the need not to swipe the key, the deeper the genius of the work becomes. And the more I realize I can't take the key, the madder I get as a result.
Fine. Just make fun of me like that, huh? Oh well, it's about as good as most modern art. The
This
kind the
is all junk from
establishment likes.
occupational therapy.
Take some of the junk from occupational therapy. Take it.
No, thank you. I'm not into occupational therapy.
Well, she seems to have some memory of this stuff that's gone on here. Oh, it's an easel.
Whoa! Kill it!
Kill it? Harvey, it's just an easel.
Phew, that's a relief. I thought I read weasel in the command line.
I'm glad that you've been calmed down.
My toenails are already pieces of art. Performance art.
That's true. I mean, there are performance artists who just do things like stab themselves or writhe around on the floor like mental patients who are really in much greater need of help than anyone we've met here.
I'll call it a new beginning.
Beautiful. You're a great artist, Edna.
This wood has already been knocked into a piece of furniture.
Fair enough. We're going to know this place like the back of our hand by the time we're done here. Oh hey, it's Peter. Why is there a bar here? That's kind of a weird thing to be in an asylum.
A broken foosball table. Now I see why the loonies think this is a bar.
Oh, it is a bar, isn't it?
Those are not spirits. Those are detergents. Well, I guess most of them contain a fair amount of alcohol anyway.
Okay, never mind. It's all coming together now. No, what? You get sent here. You're never getting out.
This is where the barkeeper mixes his drinks?
Hey, barkeep. I don't think you should be serving this stuff.
Whoa, this guy is pretty creepy.
Well, I mean, he must be if he's feeding people laundry detergent.
What do you make of this guy, Harvey?
I'm trying to figure out where he's looking.
Considering that space is curved around mass, it's possible that he's looking at a point behind the Horsehead Nebula. And considering his expression, someone must have painted the horse green.
Man, he's not reacting at all, so he's definitely doesn't have the opinion that we're being rude.
Barkeep, one drink, please.
I'll be with you in a minute. I'm still serving this gentleman here.
But he already has a drink.
Don't tell me my job.
Wait a minute. Is that the same barkeeper from the second game? He looks kinda like him. He's a big bald guy.
The choice is rather limited. Except for the stinky drink, everything has been crossed out.
Oh? Let's take the stinky drink.
What'll I have? What? There's only the stinky drink?
Huh? Oh. Yeah, we should probably turn on the light.
Cut that out, please.
Huh?
I need the darkness, so I don't have to see the world around me. It depresses me.
Well, I understand why you'd feel that way. Anyone would begin feeling pretty depressed stuck here.
He seems really
under Marcel's
depressed.
here. Heel. Under Marcel's heel.
Hey, you. Do you know a way out of here by any chance?
There is no way out. Not out of this building. Not out of this skin of mine. Not out of this life.
I'm Edna. Who are you?
Hi, Edna. I'm Peter.
Really? What parents call their child Peter? How old are you anyway? Nobody's named Peter nowadays. My. What an exceptionally ugly name. I'd kill myself if I had a name like that. I mean, it isn't that bad. The name might be ugly, but it becomes you in a way.
Smooth.
It's my 40th birthday today. Yet one more year,
Skipped another line.
one more decade on the odometer. My life really can't get much worse.
You have a bipolar disorder, right?
The doc calls it that. Yeah,
And what do you call it?
I call it Peter.
Oh, I see. So he's in a depressive episode.
I could try to cheer you up a little.
You might as well try. I don't see how that could make things worse.
So, this man walks into the docks. Well, the man is approximately your age, so that's old. The doc says, Peter, you won't be around much longer.
That wasn't the whole joke, was it?
What joke? I only wanted to gently prepare you for what's coming soon.
This is not exactly encouraging.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a beautiful day and the sun is shining. Well, okay, that doesn't help you a great deal in here. You are locked up in here after all, so you can't share in all the great activities people can do on the outside. But maybe it helps to bear in mind that everyone else is having fun, because unlike you, they can do whatever they please. And let's be honest here, they're probably happy that you're not with them. You're not exactly the life and soul of a party. I've lost the thread just now. What was I driving at?
You wanted to cheer me up.
Oh yeah, right.
Real smooth, Edna. Really are smooth.
At least you're still alive. That doesn't go without saying at your age, you know? You're entering a phase in your life where the only way is down. The good times won't return. And you might as well forget about all the achievements you haven't made by now. You've missed that boat, Peter. From this point on, it's going to get permanently worse. I've lost the thread just now. What was I driving at?
You wanted to cheer me up.
Oh, yeah, right.
I hope that I'm not in that position when I'm at that age.
At least, you've got your health. Still, the decline will happen inevitably. You might as well be happy that at least the machine is still ticking away satisfactorily. Because that's what the body basically is. Not much more than a machine. And every machine ends up in a junkyard eventually. Of course, there's a long phase where you try to keep it running. A little fix here, a little repair there, but still, it's inevitable. It's better to not even try. No machine is designed to last forever, and you need to recognize the point where it's merely a nuisance to all. I've lost the thread just now. What was I driving at?
You wanted to cheer me up.
Oh yeah, right.
I feel like this reveals more about Edna than it does about Peter.
Your problems are completely irrelevant in a cosmological context. To be more precise, you are irrelevant from a cosmological standpoint. I mean, what good does your existence do to anybody? And who will care when you don't exist anymore? Have you ever done anything that will leave a lasting effect? What is there that will last anyway? Nothing. Even the pyramids will crumble and fall eventually. In the end, all is futile, and all you ever struggled for, poof, just hot air. What I'm trying to say is, well, what exactly?
You wanted to cheer me up.
Oh yeah, right. I give up. You're simply too hard a nut to crack.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it. Petra's having a surprise party for you in the bathroom.
I know.
Don't you want to go? I think she went out of her way to do it.
Not even wild horses could drag me there. Why do you think I'm hiding here? Petra, with her constant high spirits, is more annoying than a bag of crab lice. At least crab lice keep their mouths shut. Right. Why should anyone want to keep me company?
You're right. I don't know either.
I keep accidentally skipping lines of dialogue. It's strange. I mean, earlier there was a time where I was trying to skip lines, and I couldn't, so I didn't think I could.
You all play like you have broomsticks up your butts.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Because they do.
If you want to move foosball tables, you should play against meta games.
Okay, whatever. Is this gonna lead to the laundry room? No, what is this place? Oh. It's a cup. Good. Oh, it's a chute.
Empty.
Remove the chute from the machine.
Empty. That's where you put coins.
Remove it from the machine, or actually chat with it.
Echo!
Echo! Cow! How?
This coin slot works like a wishing well. You can only make a wish after you put in a coin.
That's a good point. Very poetical way of putting it.
This isn't exactly Shangri-La.
Oh, so this is the lounge where people disappeared, huh? Spooky. Pick up the whole lounge.
I don't want it.
You sure?
Invisible Man? Is that you?
Who else could it be?
Oh man. You know, there's much worse hallucinations you could have than Harvey here.
Isn't that... Yes, it's a chair!
Just like in our cell. But yeah, I mean, you know, Harvey, for example, has not even once told us to kill ourselves. It's better than a lot of people's hallucinations.
Nah, it looks like 1,000 undergrads have vomited on it. Seat! Sit! Good chair.
Maybe it would like to see this piece of its relative.
This chair still has all of its legs.
That's a situation I'd be only too happy to rectify.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be getting The other legs of that chair. Now, see, Harvey's always urging us to cause trouble. Man, she got close to that screen fast. But, Edna has the sense and willpower to not, get into trouble. Well, I mean, kind of. She's gotten into plenty of trouble. I mean, obviously, this whole situation is nothing but trouble. Well, okay, let's just see what's in here. So, this is where the staff only is, huh? Oh, is that? Oh, that's the legendary laundry lift. We have a ticket inspector and, passenger. What even is this room? I don't know, but let's look at the shower curtain poster.
This poster informs readers about the proper use of the laundry lift. It doesn't say anything about its practical use as a means of public transportation, though.
Well, we normally wouldn't use it for this, but, truth is, Marcel has forced our hand. All of our hands.
Hi there.
We're desperate people. Maybe we could just take him out of here.
He seems to be a little nervous, doesn't he?
I think a good clunk on the head and he won't be too nervous anymore. What about this? Very expressive screamer. You learn how to do that after a while. Is there really something separate for everyone? Hey! I think there is. Good. Worth it.
Hi there.
Tickets, please.
I want to buy a ticket, please.
That's a good one. Tickets are highly sought-after items in this house. There are only a handful available, and you'll be getting one only after hell freezes over.
So how do I get a ticket? This is completely illogical.
The system is airtight. I made it myself, and it's foolproof.
So there simply must be a way to get a ticket.
There is. All contingencies have been accounted for. Everybody gets a ride when it's their turn.
But there isn't even a waiting line.
Wouldn't it make sense to go and look for it then? Instead of standing around here and blocking the line?
Whose turn is it next?
Number 2 will be next.
And who is number 2?
You better ask them that yourself. I'm not giving any information about passengers.
It makes sense since, if they staff found out.
Who is in possession of a ticket, if you don't mind telling me?
Huh? There are lots of tickets in circulation. Mr. Frock has one. He holds a season ticket, and he's our most frequent customer, which means he lives in the laundry lift. Professor Knock has another ticket, meaning the ones found on the ground floor. Aloman has the 3rd ticket. I'm considering withdrawing it. He doesn't use it according to the rules.
Okay. And who else owns a ticket? You said there are many tickets circulating.
Yes, why? Isn't that a lot?
Your system is totally illogical.
The system is as airtight as a submarine. It's always the next person in line who's up.
But it's my turn now.
In that case, it should be easy to show me your ticket.
Is there any way that someone besides the 3 people you mentioned can use the laundry lift? I mean, what about, say, ticket number 4?
Don't give me this modern mumbo-jumbo. We used the good old traditional numbers here. 1, 2, and, the 3rd one. The one which is neither 1 nor 2.
Well, at least we know who has the ticket. That would explain why he has that, coat hanger. And they're they're looking for spoons. Wait, this is a very stylish lamp, actually.
This is a lamp.
Good point. Well said. Actually, hold on. We go to the telephone, but you know what we should do? We should talk to the lamp.
Let there be light.
It won't get any lighter, okay?
Yeah, it is pretty light in here. Probably because all the windows and it's the middle of the day. Okay, let's go, actually, before we talk to Alaman, what do we got here? We got Parakeet and, oh.
So much expression with so few lines. A masterpiece.
It is, actually. It really conveys our situation well. Huh. Everybody here feels that way, huh?
I'd rather leave it there. The artist seems to have had a hard life already, without someone running around and stealing his art.
Fair enough.
Talk to me, oh art.
Hello, Edna. This is the art speaking.
How art thou, art?
Your state-of-the-art inquiry pleases me.
Perfect! Anyway, so now we see what happened to the, where that fellow downstairs got the phone. Look at the cable. There.
Ah, that's the crux of the matter.
What? Which crux? And of what matter?
The cable, stupid. It's been cut off. That's why the phone isn't working.
I see. I thought the phone wasn't working because it's on vacation.
The puns just never stop. I love it.
Not a chance. It's broken. The receiver's missing. Oh, genie in the lamp, grant me one wish.
I'm listening.
Prevent the player from searching all items for hidden jokes.
Your wish would normally be my command, but the designers already asked the opposite.
Yep. You see, they understand what's up.
A lamp.
Okay, so that wasn't much of a joke. But maybe if we use
It's
it.
bright enough in here.
Okay, well, can't fault me for looking for all these things.
This sign couldn't be much less subtle, I'd say. Hello, sign. Do you have anything to say to me?
Turn to your right to reach the phone.
Thank you, my friendly sign.
It actually is to the right since she's, facing the same direction as we are.
No, I don't want to be responsible if nobody can find the phone anymore.
You see, she thinks about, what kind of consequences her actions have.
Mmm, yummy. And this exquisite hissing that accompanies the dissolving of dental enamel.
Okay, cornflakes really aren't all that sugary, though. They're basically flavorless, but...
Hold it. Para-ornithological branch of the FBI, Special Squad. Sergeant Edna.
Druggle Jug?
Of course I can show you identification.
Druggle Jug.
You bet. Can I have access to the king now?
Druggle Jug.
Cool. Thank you.
Well. My scouts reported that you'd be coming. A new power, they said, is on the rise in the eastern realm of the recreation room.
What are you talking about?
So, you managed to overcome my god. Poor, devoted Druggle Jug. I will avenge him with your blood.
What?
But woe is me. My hand is weak, for the weight of a sword is far too much for me to bear.
Have I been temple morphed into the wrong game?
Before you usurp what my dynasty has achieved through the years, my castle, my throne, and my gold medal from the jigsaw puzzle contest, you'll have to defeat me in a mental duel. Are you prepared for the challenge?
A golden medal? Genuine gold?
Of course. And that's not all.
Why? What else?
Well, all right. Just genuine gold. Nothing else? What were you expecting?
I am ready.
So be it. Let the joust begin! There's no turning back now. It's all or nothing. Victory or defeat. Glory or shame. Fish or cut bait.
You know how to create suspense.
I will ask you a question, and you shall give me the answer or perish.
All right. Just ask the question.
Well then, the question is heads or tails?
That's all? Heads or tails? That's the duel for the royal throne?
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. Have you had enough?
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. Have you had enough?
No. Let's just try again.
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
I mean, I always have a 50% chance of winning, so it'll have to happen before too long.
Tails.
Heads. Have you had enough?
Is that even a coin?
Why must I always lose?
Do not blame yourself. There was a time when I too had to endure the same misfortunes as you. I tell nary a lie. I was a regular misadventurer. But then I went out for a walk one night. On the roof of the tower, there was a thunderstorm brewing. I opened my umbrella as a precaution, and my feet were immersed in buckets of water when I noticed that the TV antenna was crooked. Immediately, I took it upon myself to rectify the problem. What I remember next is seeing a dazzling flash of light. What exactly it was, I cannot fathom. But after that incident, I've never been off the mark again.
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
I mean, he's asking me, he's not calling one himself. Although then again, he knows what we're gonna call, doesn't he? Oh dear.
Heads.
Tails. Have you had enough?
I'm still pretty sure that's not really a coin.
Well, I'll be gone then.
Cheerio!
It's probably just like the bottom of a can or something. You know, something like that. Should probably save. It has been a while. Lens flare. You know, it's strange. We are less free now than we were just a few minutes ago, back before that we were at the front door. We're gonna get back down there. We are.
Hey, Alu!
Hello, Edna. What brings you here this time?
I heard about your, ticket. Oh.
I have one more question about King Adrian.
Fire away.
Can you help me beat him?
Who do you think I am? Mr. Miyagi?
Oh, please. With sugar and cream and a cherry on top?
Well, all right then. I have a radical idea how to level the playing field. But you won't like it.
Tell me.
Electroshock therapy.
What?
We'll give you electroshocks so that you can predict things as well.
I'm not sure.
We can meet at the electroshock therapy chair, and off we'll go. I'd need a better coat hanger, though. The inspector won't let me ride the laundry lift with this one anymore. What do you think?
I'm really not sure if I'd like that.
Take your time and think about it. When you're ready, just bring me a better coat hanger.
Let's talk about something else. I have to get a move on.
Take care of your karma.
Is any risk too great to become king? Probably. I mean, what am I even talking about anymore? We gotta stay focused, or we're gonna be stuck here forever like the rest of these crazy people. Truthfully, even though they're all, like, very silly, there's something about them that's... like, they're all realized characters. They're not just, you know, meaninglessly random.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hold on a second. Yes? Do you want anything in particular?
You don't happen to know a way out of here, do you?
No, but you don't want to get out of here, believe me. The world outside is a cruel place. Mistakes you make out there have real consequences. You could lose millions of dollars. Let's say, only because you were distracted for tiny little moment. When your wife is shouting, "Look, Brucey, it's a boy," for example. That kind of guilt will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Can you get off the phone for a sec?
Certainly not. That's my broker on the line. We're talking millions here.
Can I borrow your telephone?
Absolutely not. This phone is my lifeline. I don't dare think about what could happen if I was unavailable. Just imagine me putting that thing away for a minute. When my wife is shouting, "Look, Brucey, it's a boy," for example. Or worse still, imagine, during that brief distraction, when I look over to my wife, my stock portfolio goes into free fall. I would lose millions because I hadn't been on the phone just for a tiny little instant. One moment of carelessness, and my whole life is in ruins.
Not really important. Go on with your phone call.
I was planning to do that anyway. Hello? You still there?
I see. So, he happens to,
I'm so ashamed. I've killed my friend Chairman Chairleg.
Huh. Good pun. So yeah, this guy lost millions because his son was born and it caused him to snap.
Dagnabbit, I'm too clumsy. I guess I'm stuck here without a key.
Yeah, I probably like that with all those other times we saw locks too, isn't it? Oh, here's one where we're gonna use this.
Why, yada. Harvey, didn't I have the ability to open locks with a pair of scissors too?
Maybe in the sequel.
I do remember lockpicking in the sequel. You know, I want to go try and do something. I don't know if this is gonna work, or if I should do it. In fact, I probably shouldn't. But let's go anyway. Come on. Come on, Edna. Wait, not here. No, we don't need to see her again. I've had enough Petra for years. Years to come. And don't get me wrong, Petra, you're a real national gem. Not as much as B-Man here, but B-Man is a great guy. A great guy.
What are you doing there, Edna?
Oops. I'm afraid I've forgotten the rules for foosball.
We will reconstitute your memory, Edna, I promise.
Just like mixing powdered milk with water. Mmm.
What are you doing there, Edna?
Oops. I'm afraid I've forgotten the rules for foosball.
It's the same joke
reconstitute your
again.
memory, Edna, I promise.
Okay, so they're not 100% unique reaction, but it's pretty consistent. Oh! We can look at the neon sign. It is pretty shocking they got that up in here.
Ooh, this is so 80s. You are so 80s. Ooh, this is so 80s. Do you need an empty cup?
That's not one of mine. That one's plastic, and it doesn't smell like decay.
Yeah, can't be one of his then.
Someone has scribbled "Beware of Frank" on it. Strange.
Oh, guess we're gonna have to go find Frank. Do you suppose he might be the keymaster? Probably not.
You can cut marvelous zigzag patterns with this. Look, Harvey. Someone wrote "Beware of Frank" on the cup in mirror writing.
This really is a loony bin,
said the ragdoll rabbit.
Well, she seems to have a certain bit of awareness that she's, out of it. But I respect that.
What do you think of this guy, Harvey?
Seems to be an exceptionally dull dweeb.
He just can't catch a break. Well, that was what I wanted to try. That was my big idea. Hey, Beeman, what do you think of this cup? It's
I've been to the coffee dispenser. Do you want a cup?
I shouldn't, really. I suffer from a rare allergy, but I'll take it anyway. Coffee is like greasing your synapse. Just a second. There's no coffee in there.
I never claimed there was.
Go away, then.
Sorry, little joke. Just a little break the... Just a little bit of humor. You know? That's all. That's all it was. Well, there's one last place we haven't been to yet. There must be a lead there. I don't accept that it's impossible to get out of here. There must be a way if we're persistent enough. I don't think we are quite alone in here. This is an oddly shaped couch. Oh, I see. It's to accommodate lots of people.
The only light they're getting comes from the TV set.
No wonder they're doing so poorly.
It seems to like the program.
Of course it does. This is exactly on its level.
Oh, it's one of those kind of shows, huh?
A dinosaur movie. I don't like dino movies. You know how they end. Everyone's extinct.
I don't like him either. Oh, it was a clown.
Come down at once, you ugly gnome. His disobedience irks me. I have the urge to tear something apart. What do you think of this, Harvey?
That's an exceptionally unattractive humpback whale.
It's an armchair, Harvey. A wingback chair, to be precise.
Oh, well, how was I supposed to know? It's not my fault it's gargantuan and horribly disfigured. Anyone could have made that mistake.
Hello. Hey, you don't have to hide from me.
How can I be sure? You could be a velociraptor in disguise.
You sound like Dr. Marcel.
I'm Edna.
I am Professor Knock. Pleased to meet you.
He's another one of these fellows who has a ticket.
What are you doing back there?
I am doing research in the field of paleontology.
Behind the armchair?
Where else would I be? You won't find a prehistoric skeleton lying in the middle of the room. It would have been recovered a long time ago.
That makes sense.
I agree. It really does.
Are you one of those mad scientists?
I beg your pardon? Who do you think you are? Oh, the youth nowadays. They see a man with white hair crouching behind an armchair in an asylum, and they jump to the mad scientist stereotype at once.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. Do you know how I can get out of here?
Of course I do. I always use the laundry lift to travel to my Peruvian amber mines.
The laundry lift goes all the way to Peru?
Of course not, silly. You have to transfer at the continental shelf in the Sonoran Desert.
Do you know anything about Dr. Marcel?
More than most. Did you know that he has a dark secret?
I knew it! I knew it!
Yes. He's breeding dino-human hybrids in his secret facility on Jupiter.
No, I didn't know that. May I please change the channel?
By no means! I need to know how this ends. The fate of mankind depends on it.
The dinosaurs become extinct.
That can't be. They're just pretending to lull us into a false sense of security. I wonder what they're up to. Are they secretly planning to melt the polar ice caps? You can change the channel. I need to make preparations.
Huh. Well, I think it's humans who are melting the polar ice caps, Professor. But sure, change channel.
Welcome to the Stock Exchange News. This is about two things and two things only: buying and selling.
Great. Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Huh. Now, Brokerman would be pretty interested in this stuff, wouldn't he? In any case, so, Professor, while you're back there, I forgot to ask about your
Professor.
ticket.
Attack of the pterosaurs! Oh, it's just you. Hello, Edna.
No, we think he's crazy, but what if the dinosaurs are the ones behind all of this? It would be quite a twist.
Can I borrow your ticket for the laundry lift?
Don't be preposterous. I can't do that. I've got to get to my Peruvian amber mines to recover dino DNA.
That's too bad.
I could get it for you.
How's research coming along?
Quite satisfactorily. The only things missing are a couple of dino genes for my secret breeding program, if you get my drift.
That sounds exciting. How does one breed dinos?
Oh, do come on. Everybody knows that. Dinosaurs hatch from occlusions in amber.
I'll drop by again later.
If the world still exists, then, is what you mean to say.
Yeah, give or take 10 minutes.
Well, the professor isn't very helpful.
This chair is not responsive. It's a TV chair after all.
I don't get that one. I don't understand that joke. There we go. Gotta keep this up. A beautiful picture. Much better now. Much more lively room.
It seems to like the program.
Of course it does. This is exactly on its level.
Really? It's into stock exchange, huh? It's a sophisticated plant, what can I say?
I'll leave
Anything
that
about
on
that
now.
chestnut color?
It's
What?
all trash anyway.
But what if we found a show about... What if we find news about the chestnut thief? What if he's gonna steal trees from the asylum? What then? That's... That little crumply thing's an ashtray.
The artist must have suffered from severe depression.
I agree.
That ugly lump? Nah. What a waste of good, clean dirt.
Oh, we can turn off lights. Why not? Oh, the lights weren't on. By the way, now the plants will be doing much better. Right? Right.
I've always wondered if lamp designers are rejects from the International School of Ugly. This lamp is certainly proof of that.
Really? I have never encountered an ugly-looking lamp before. Or rather, never a lamp that was ugly looking because of the picture on the lampshade. I don't even think I've ever seen a lamp with something on the lampshade other than just paper patterns. Well, I guess all we have to do, I guess we might have to get shock therapy. Normally that's not the sort of thing I would wish on anyone, much less myself, or, Edna here. But, we might have to. Better save again. You never know when you're gonna die from electrocution. It could happen to anyone at any time. It could happen right now. Just kidding, I'm not being electrocuted.
훔치심이 생겨서 훔치고자 할 때 그 사람이 싫어하는데도 훔쳐야만 그 훔침이 완성되는 건데 그런 영분이 되어줄 수 있겠어요?
꼭 싫어할게요. 간절하게 부탁드려요. I've made a decision. I want the shock treatment.
Brave child. Get me a better coat hanger, and off we'll go.
Oh, yeah. I need a different coat hanger. Don't I? Well, okay.
Let's
get
talk
out of
about
here.
something else. I have to get a move on.
Take care of your karma.
That didn't go too well, did it? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, should we really get shock therapy, though? I hate to see Edna get hurt. And she probably isn't too happy about getting hurt, either. I mean, shock therapy's just barbaric, after all. Hey, Bruce Broker. You still brokering?
Hello? Hello? Bye.
What's that? Bye?
Yeah. Do it.
Bye.
Bye?
Bye.
Bye? Wouldn't you recommend selling eventually?
Yes. Sell now. Quickly.
Stop buying. Stop buying. What's that? Phew. That was close. This was the optimal moment, you say? Luckily, I wasn't distracted. Unimaginable.
I feel kind of mean. I mean, we're like taking advantage of this poor man. Let's keep doing it.
Hello? Hello?
I mean, it's not, he's just a victim of this stupid society.
Bye.
What's that? Bye?
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye?
Bye.
Bye? Wouldn't you recommend selling eventually?
No. No, bye.
No. Bye. Buy everything.
Bye. Bye. What's that? Phew. That was close. This was the optimal moment, you say? Luckily, I wasn't distracted. Unimaginable.
Is anything going to come of this? Yeah, probably.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hey, broker. Sell, how about?
Sell.
What's that? Sell.
Sell.
Sell?
No, still don't sell.
Don't sell! Don't sell! What's that? Phew. That
Well,
was close.
I mean, I'm glad. I guess it's good that things keep working out for you in your imaginary stock brokering world,
Hello? Hello?
but maybe we can try something else.
Fire! Fire!
Hold on a second. Yes? Do you want anything in particular?
Really?
Not
Fine.
really important. Go on with your phone call.
I was planning to do that anyway. Hello? You still there?
Well, I mean, at least she's honest. That's a good thing about Edna. She's not a liar.
Hello? Hello? Sell.
What's that? Sell.
Sell.
Sell?
Sell.
Sell? Are you sure?
Yeah, sell.
Yes. Sell now. Quickly.
Stop buying. Stop buying. What's that? Phew. That was close.
This is never going to go anywhere. Forget it. Who needs him? Let's go wander around elsewhere. Yeah, like where Edna was. Remember? I remember. There's probably a connection between Broker and this. Say hello to the stock market, Edna.
Welcome to the Stock Exchange News. This is about two things and two things only. Buying and selling.
A few bugs, I feel like, there with the text overlapping.
Buy now?
Buy now!
Buy now.
Buy now!
Sell?
Yes, sell now, quickly!
What? That's odd, the TV responded to us. Is it also in our imagination?
Welcome to the Stock Exchange News. This is about two things
for,
and two things only.
Harvey, Edna seems pretty all there in the head. How about sell now?
Sell now?
No, don't sell yet.
So it was buy, sell. Okay. I can do that. Hey, broker. Anything new?
Hello? Hello?
Okay. So it was buy, sell.
Buy.
What's that? Buy?
Yeah, buy.
Buy.
Buy?
Buy.
Buy? Wouldn't you recommend selling eventually?
That's new.
Look, Brucey, it's a boy.
What? What?
Just a joke.
A joke? Oh no. Not again. The phone call! Hello? You still there? What's that? What? Lost everything? Not again? Okay. I understand. Alright. Later. Didn't you want to make a phone call? Here. You can keep the phone.
Well, he's just going to enter into some other delusions down the line. But I do feel kind of bad. Oh, well, we'll put it to good use.
He's just staring at the wall.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange that you keep flipping around a little bit, too.
There's one more thing.
Leave me alone. I have to think about my miserable life.
Yeah, this asylum really isn't doing much for them, is it? For any of these people. I mean, I guess it is for old Petra, but who cares about Petra? So, I guess we can fix the phone now, for some reason. I'm sure it's a good idea.
Shall we make a prank call?
Oh yeah! What's the number of the Bob and Tom show?
I don't know that by heart.
If it were up to me, finding that number would be a main quest from now on.
So many pop cultural references. It's pretty astonishing.
Too bad. I can't screw that open.
Oh, you could try, couldn't you?
This won't do anything. The phone has to be fixed. But the chair leg is an instrument of destruction.
1 out of 2 ain't bad. I wonder if they've met before.
The pen doesn't call often. He's more into writing.
There are so many lines. And that's something I find interesting, this sort of exploration of items in the inventory, which reveals as much about Edna as it does about the items.
Every inmate gets to use the phone once, but my mallet doesn't need that.
That's because it's so at home in the slammer.
That was a great pun.
I have a receiver.
Well done. The rest of the phone is over there.
Man, I tell you what, Harvey can do so many voices, probably because he's imaginary.
I'm speechless.
Oh, I get it, because it's a phone. Oh.
There's a number for a hotline on this cornflakes box. I'll call them real quick.
If you are calling from a wireless phone, please press 1. If you want to register a complaint, please press 2. All our lines are busy, as usual. Please hang up now and use your time more sensibly.
Always the same.
Well, you know, not really. I mean, here's the thing about this. Every one of these, we learn something. We learn a little bit more about Edna, kind of.
The cable is already cut.
Not really with that one, but you never know. Hey, Harvey, what do you think of these, the shears? The pinking shears.
Shall we play appendectomy, Harvey?
Only if I get to be the doctor.
In that case, forget it.
Yeah, I understand why you'd feel that way.
I'll turn a blind eye to him.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of crimes being committed here. Well, I mean, certainly by Dr. Marcel.
What was that?
What? Wait, oh, we can get the coins out somehow, right? Not sure. Why? Smash it.
I'd rather not. It might be the only connection to the outside.
That is actually a really good point.
Hey, there's a coin in there.
Say hi. That'll teach them we're not crazy.
Hey, shouldn't I get some change?
Of course you should. Here you are.
Thank you. That's very kind. A coin?
Use it with a phone.
The coin slot is integrated into the payphone on the wall.
One could consider this a bad omen, but it isn't necessarily.
Okay. I don't get that one. Maybe there was a pun that they failed to translate or something? I don't know. But yeah, I do feel like we're learning sort of a lot about these guys. I mean, it says something about Edna, the kinds of observations she makes. Maybe I shouldn't have come in here. Oh, well, I'm already in here. Use light switch.
Surprise!
I'm not surprised, Petra. No, I'm not surprised. Hey, want to talk, light switch?
Lights out. Hey, hello? Seems to be broken.
Yeah. What a lazy thing. Hey, take the balloons.
That would be rather rude.
You just can't reach it.
That too.
Hey, both are fair enough. Take the dip. Oh, we actually can take the dip. I thought earlier she said she wouldn't take them. We'll talk to the finger food.
Hello, you appetizers.
Hey, we heard those quotation marks.
That line will never get old. Well, I guess I'll turn off the lights, even though Petra is a crazy fool. Oh, she glows in the dark, just like Edna. Hey, Petra, what do you think of my toenail? Petra.
Hooray! Confetti!
Yeah, I guess that's one thing it could be. Draw on her face. Draw her mustache.
I will most certainly not give her my nifty ballpoint pen.
I'm sorry, Edna. You misinterpreted my suggestion. That's one of the limitations of this system, I suppose.
What's this supposed to be?
That's my homemade bean dip. Peas, beans, lentils, plums, castor oil, and a secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient?
Laxative!
Oh, well, that's how Peter will get in here. Oh, man, that's a great secret ingredient, I have to say.
Police! This is a raid!
Ah, finally! You can put it back there with the rest of the pasta.
Yeah, Petra's, pretty out of it. I remember her teeth, though, from, the sequel.
It's a big temptation, but it wouldn't really be Edna style.
No, it wouldn't. And, I really like Edna. She's this kind of sarcasm about her, but I don't know. She's not exactly friendly, but she's nice.
It's a big temptation, but it wouldn't really be Edna style.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Okay, let's just get out of here. Before we get tempted anymore. Huh. Well, okay. Let's go see Beeman. You know, a lot of the people in here, including Edna for that matter, don't really seem to be crazy. They're just kind of eccentric. It's almost as if Marcel is just locking up, like, interesting people in here. Take the barrel.
I'd rather not. I like the tips of my fingers where they are.
Okay, in that case, talk to the spoon.
You're not a spoon. You're a shameful shovel.
That's true, actually. Why is it marked spoon? I don't know. Take the shovel.
Hey, don't touch that. That's the only spoon I could find in the whole house.
Okay. I do remember that there's a chronic spoon shortage. So, yeah. Well, now we're going to use our coin with Harvey.
Harvey operates without coins or electricity.
That's not true. Your neurons are absolutely using some electricity.
Is this the dish where the bathroom attendant usually collects the tips?
Huh. I guess it could be. This isn't the kind of place that would have a bathroom attendant, though.
Nah. Couldn't they have spent a little more for brand name cornflakes?
Never look a stolen horse in the mouth.
Words to live by. And we're stealing an awful lot, too. Yippee-ki-yay.
What do you think, Harvey? Shall I give the head a beard?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah! And the tails will get an eye patch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with she did that.
I better mark the mallet. This mallet is the property of Edna Conrad.
Good thinking. There won't be any mix-ups at the polo club anymore.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Well, I guess we're not going to actually use the, there.
There seem to be no more cups. The coffee's just running through.
Well, don't worry, that's fine. There's just coffee pouring out now. But we'll put that there. And what? Oh no. Oh no.
I need a coin.
I'm gonna go hope that there are more coins in the, in that payphone. Because if there aren't... No, there have to be, come on. It's a payphone, it's full of coins. It's no wonder it's disconnected, though. I wouldn't be surprised if the staff here did that, because otherwise the people here could just start calling random phone numbers and saying crazy stuff. And also, in all likelihood, you know, begin telling people, they could call the police and tell them to raid this place, and they'd see how terrible it is.
Whew. Obviously someone tried to make a call while I was away. Color me lucky.
Yeah, you are lucky. So pick that coin right up.
Firmly attached to the wall. But that doesn't really matter. It's broken anyway. The receiver's missing.
No, I don't mean the coin.
Change!
Yeah, we're gonna change, all right. You know, once you get out of here, you should probably look into investing in, say, pants, or, like, a shirt, or, like, clothes. Because you're gonna stick out if you're going around dressed like this, you know? You're gonna stick out something crazy. So this is great. We're gonna get some coffee for Beeman. Although, well, I don't know. You know, maybe the whole point is that Marcel is trapping all these interesting folks in here. Because maybe he just wants everybody to conform.
I don't think the suite is worth that much.
Well said.
No, thank you. I prefer to eat standing up.
You shouldn't eat this bean dip, Edna. But yeah, I understand why you might prefer to eat standing up. Some people do. My dad does.
Coffee.
Okay. Pick up the cup. Or, no. Look at the cup. Look at it.
Coffee's ready.
So have a chat with the coffee.
Ready to beam?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Harvey doesn't need any coffee. He's completely wound up as it is.
Nickety bickety, nickety bickety, nickety bickety, nickety bickety. Cuckoo!
What a guy.
We could pinch a couple of holes in the cup.
Come on. All the good coffee would spill out.
Oh, yes. I see what you mean.
Oh, he never thinks things through, does he?
Stop! What are you doing there?
I'm testing a theory.
What theory?
Well, you know what they say. Beans, the musical fruit.
Musical fruit. More you eat, more you chew, more you chew, better you feel. That's that bean for every meal. Bean, musical fruit. More you eat, more you chew.
If they don't have anything better to say, yes.
And my broken chair leg looks like a drumstick. Ergo...
Drumstick? Come on, Edna. Beans are brass, not percussion.
You know, really, even because, of course, Harvey's just sort of a projection of Edna, even he, you know, gives some more, even his dialogue reveals a little more about her. And this kind of environmental exploration with many different interactions, I think, really, makes this a worthwhile sort of as an adventure game.
I've got something for you. This will get you back on your feet in no time.
Because you couldn't really do it in a book.
I doubt that.
Perfect! Okay, let's go to see Beeman. I mean, not really sure why we would want to get Petra happy, but, you know, it's fine. I mean, I don't want anyone to be unhappy. Well, except Dr. Marcel, but he's unhappy anyway of his own volition.
Here, I've brought you a cup of coffee.
How considerate of you.
What just happened? He sort of twitched a little bit. Oh, I get it. It's full earwax now. Ugh. What do you think of it, Harvey?
Golden brown patina, like amber.
Oh, amber, eh?
I wonder why you're so fascinating.
I'm glistening like amber. Whoa.
Oh, Harvey. Amber doesn't make woo sounds.
Oh, yeah? And what sounds does amber make, if you don't mind telling me?
Amber doesn't make any sounds. It just lies around on the beach for decades.
I see. Like Brian Wilson.
This is... Sure.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Ooh, there's already something written there. Beware of Frank. In mirrored writing. That's strange.
Yeah, we're probably gonna meet Frank somewhere down the line. Maybe he'll be that mysterious, you know, master of the key or whatever.
There's something glittering in the earpiece. Whoa, that's a load. If I scrape off a bit, I could easily increase my supply.
Oh my god.
It's incredible that there's no law against this.
Now, for once she says something I agree with wholeheartedly. But, you know, I'm glad that he got to enjoy his coffee. It just is kind of inconsiderate of him to dump all that wax right into the cup. But, you know, now I see that there's a reason for it. I'm not entirely sure why we care, but, we do. You know? I don't really... It's sort of interesting. There's no reason I can think of why we should want to bring Amber to him, even though he talks about it a lot. And there's no reason I would have thought that the earwax was ambery, but the fact that they keep putting that into the dialogue ends up making it, works. Like, you know what to do.
Earwax loves the first Karate Kid movie.
Racks on, racks off.
I assume that's a reference to the movie.
There, a little bit of fertilizer.
Don't use all of it.
Oh, I wasn't.
Ooh, it glitters like amber.
Man, they really have... There's so much detail in the dialogue.
Tempting, but no.
You see, that's what makes it, I think, so interesting. Because the vast majority of adventure games, I don't think have this nearly as much variety.
It could be a container for Q-tips.
Only for used ones, from the look of it.
And, I really do think that sort of, makes it stand out. It makes it, like most adventure games, I wonder almost why isn't it just a cartoon or something, but this kind of environmental exploration couldn't be done in a cartoon.
Hello? It's for you.
Is it my wife? Tell her it was just a stupid misunderstanding. I didn't know it was a gentleman's club.
Oh, well now we gotta use the phone with everybody.
Do you see that guy behind the armchair too, Harvey?
No, I think you're imagining him.
Of all the people to say that.
Yeah, you see, I like that. She's aware that he's, she's just imagining him. Well, I mean, there's probably a real stuffed rabbit there, but... Wait, Professor, what do you think of this?
Do you happen to need a pair of pinking shears?
Not right now, no. You probably know that I'm working on cloning an army of dinosaurs. Scissors won't help me with that. Maybe later, when it comes to the teeth.
Because of the shape? Because it's zigzag scissors? Yeah.
This chair still has all of its legs.
That's a situation I'd be only too happy to rectify.
Tempting, but
Nah. It's still the same. She's a mischievous one, isn't she?
No, thank you. I prefer to make phone calls standing up.
She likes to do a lot of things standing up. Although she doesn't talk to the king, to King Adrian standing. She sits down when she talks to Adrian.
I've got something for you.
Oh, amber! From the Peruvian amber mines! Oh, what a shame. There's no occlusion in there. I can't use it for my dino breeding program this way. You can have it back. But please keep on searching. Not long from now, my army of dinosaurs will march the globe.
Yeah, he'll have his revenge. And he'll stop Dr. Marcel, I guess? With his dinosaur army. Yeah, probably.
Hey, Bruce. I've got something here that'll cheer you up.
Leave me alone.
Ah, whatever. I have to say, there's something about this game, the way it sort of feels incomplete, that, it really appeals to me, that kind of incomplete feel it has. I also love the art style, but...
Yeah? Hello? It's for you.
Juggle jug? Juggle jug.
And?
Juggle jug.
Yeah, I find those annoying as well.
Oh man, whatever way we can make small talk with that handsome guy, am I right?
If you want to have a better connection to the ethereal realm, you'll need this phone.
I don't think so. My line of communication couldn't be any more direct. I practically have a high-speed dedicated line.
What a great guy, I tell you what.
No, the end of the chair leg is frayed enough.
Hey, want some earwax?
Care for a bit of earwax?
Incredible. The cup is filled right to the rim, and it's a phenomenal amber color. I'll have to give it a pass, though. I don't eat solid food anymore, and even if I did, I'd have given it up just now.
He hasn't lost his wits. Although he is a little, actually crazy, but...
Stick 'em up, FBI.
You cannot impress me with your worldly authority. Why don't you try that with Druggle Jug?
Well, I mean, I have actually already done that. Well, let's go see how Petra is holding up. Probably great, I'm sure. Hey Petra, how things going in the toilets? In Toilet Town? Yeah, here we are in Toilet Town. Hey.
I'd rather not disturb them.
Yeah, What's more romantic than sitting in the urinals together? I can't think of anything.
Do you know the number of the public health department, Harvey?
Don't call them. They have a warrant out for me.
Well, you know, I feel like everybody sort of has it out against Harvey. It's kind of odd. Well, I mean, not really. Harvey seems to be like her destructive aspect, even though she likes it.
How cute! I'm a real matchmaker, aren't I? How happy they look.
Yeah, real happy.
I'd rather not disturb them. I'm sure they want to be left alone.
Well, what was even the point of all this?
I'd rather not disturb them. I'm sure they want to be left alone.
Well, yeah, maybe his depression will be overcome now that he realizes somebody cares for him. It could happen. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess it's true that, you know, Edna knows that she's kind of out of it, but, you know, there are destructive aspects to everybody, and you need to sort of keep that in balance.
Would you like to make a phone call?
Not necessary. We bees communicate by choreographed dancing patterns.
Really? Maybe you can enlighten me. What's the deal with tap dancing?
It is some kind of bee hip-hop.
Ah. Okay.
Barkeep, 1 drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
A grog, please.
We don't serve that anymore.
What happened?
Funny story. There was this guy who found out the stuff eats through metal. He used it to melt the bars of the railings out front.
Sounds like he was quite the daring adventurer.
Yeah, kind of a nice guy. Of course, he was completely nuts like everybody else in here. Wanted to become a pirate or something. Too bad about him.
Why? Did he escape?
I'm afraid not. Dr. Marcel broke both his shins. Then he locked him up in a cell where he starved miserably.
Oh.
Wow. So, I had some doubts. Maybe Dr. Marcel, we were somehow had a misunderstanding with him. No. He is evil.
1 drink,
like the trailer
please.
says.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
The trailer just calls him an evil man.
A coffee, please.
It's not on the menu.
Marcel, you're a bad man,
Barkeep,
Marcel.
1 drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
Oh, I guess I'll have a glass of water.
A glass of water, please.
It's not on the menu.
Should have known. No, let's try again.
Barkeep, 1 drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
Well, of course it'll be a stinky drink, but first I'd like a biggity buggity boo.
A biggity buggity boo, please.
It's not on the menu.
Man, nothing's on this menu.
Barkeep, 1 drink,
What
please.
kind of place doesn't have a
course,
biggity buggity
what
boo?
Will it be?
The biggity buggity boo is one of the bar staples.
1 walkthrough, please.
Yeah, you would like one of those, wouldn't you? It's not on the menu, though.
Well, of course we know what we're going to order.
Barkeep, 1 drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
A stinky drink. I'm sure it's
A
delicious.
stinky drink, please.
1 stinky drink coming up.
That's cute. With a little umbrella. But what's that funky smell? Did somebody die suddenly?
Oh, I see. It's like the corpse flower of drinks. And there's a straw. The last straw. Talk to it. Maybe we can ask it why it smells.
Shame on you.
Why? What did I do?
You started to exist.
Phew, yes, I am a bit piggy.
Okay.
Do you want a sip?
Women and children first.
Oh, well, he's a consummate gentleman.
I must be crazy.
Are you all right? Edna, say something.
The natives have surrounded the fort, Colonel.
Phew, thank God. everything back to normal. How is the drink?
So.
Well, at least you finished it.
Yes, I had to destroy it. Something as diabolical as this stinky drink should not roam free in the world. Besides, I didn't finish it completely. I left the fly.
Well, Edna, I think you just took maybe 10 years off your life. What are we gonna do with this stuff, though?
Harvey doesn't wear pants, so it couldn't possibly be open.
What? Oh! Okay, that was great.
Hello, little friend. How's things on the other side?
Use it. With straw.
If I think about how easily this could have happened.
What?
What, you mean the fact that you just drunk some, concoction of stinking detergent or something isn't grosser? Okay.
It's a goner, I'm afraid.
Oh, I was hoping our surgery could save it.
Obviously, a crime has taken place here.
That's right. Roadblocks on all roads of the microcosm.
Hey, we should probably do a police raid of this place.
May I see your liquor license?
Of course! I always keep it in a safe place. Right next to the arm of the last cop who asked me for it.
It's not that important anymore.
Nice guy, that cop, but a bit careless with his arms.
Yeah, this guy really is kind of dangerous, isn't he? Oh, we can look at the bar stool.
Why do depressed people always have to sit so high up?
That's a good question. It's just so dramatic, you know? She's not an artist, she wouldn't get it.
Norm, how's life?
I could tell you stories. Though I'm afraid all of them involve beer.
I'm not drunk enough to start a bar brawl now.
The day is young.
Yeah, Harvey's like our destructive tendencies, but Edna knows how to keep that in check and enjoy them. That's healthy.
There's no time to rest now.
Well, not really sure what we're gonna do at this point. We got a cup and a dead fly. But what we really need is, not these things. Hey, what do you think of this dead fly, Beeman?
Look at this. A colleague of yours.
Oh, how very typical. Flies and bees are about as related as humans and opossum.
Opossa.
Opossum. Oppossi. Oposso. Opossum. Oposso.
Opossa. Opossorums.
Oppossi. Opossorum. Oppossi.
Opossa.
Obladi.
Oblada.
Ah, mission impossible.
That was a good chat. Hey, what do you think of this glass?
Can I interest you in a glass?
A glass of what?
Well, of me.
That should be off of me.
Strange name, that.
Not for a glass.
Maybe for two?
All right, it's a deal.
But I've only got one.
Let's call it off then.
Anyway, so now we have a dead fly. We should probably mix with the earwax.
I could press the fly into the earwax.
Yeah, an occlusion.
That sounds good to my ears.
So why don't we just do it? It resembles a mosquito that's been enclosed in tree resin.
That's the idea. This is going back. This is about to be to shift dramatically into Jurassic Park. Is what's about to happen here. You know, more or less. Beautiful. Hit with a mallet.
Let's give the plant a good licking.
Whoa, wait. You don't know where its leaves have been.
Can it be any worse than where we've been keeping the mallet?
Where are they? How is she carrying all this stuff? I mean, she's naked. Some things are better not to think about.
Oh!
I agree. Hey, what do you think of the phone?
Hello? I see. It's for you.
For me? I see. I see. No, you must have gotten that wrong, I'm afraid. tickets are not transferable. No, definitely not. Goodbye. You're welcome.
Darn it.
Yeah, the animation is definitely much more limited in this one than it is in later Daedalic games. But something about it, I don't know, I really like it. Well, now we have our resin. Probably should save those, shouldn't we? I think it would be a fine move. Well, Edda, let's go. Let's go through here. Let's go through this door. Why don't we use the straw to pick the lock?
It won't accomplish much to poke around with the straw in there.
Yeah, probably not.
No, don't do it! I still need to pick the leftover food from between my teeth.
Yuck, Harvey. I think it's disgusting to use the straw for that.
I didn't mean the straw. I'm talking about the mallet.
I'm trying to picture how that would work. I'm not quite sure.
I could suck crumbs with a straw at most.
Yeah, but you gotta get those crumbs somehow.
No way. There are boundaries, even for me.
Come on, Edna. It can't be more disgusting than the stinky drink.
All right. I'll just take a tiny little sip. Tastes malty in a way.
I'm sorry about that, Edna. But I gotta say, Harvey's argument is just about foolproof. Well, now that we've really become familiar with the earwax, hey, Professor.
I've got something for you.
Oh, I can't believe it. Dino DNA embedded in amber, like it should be. This is exactly what I need for my dino breeding program. May I keep it?
What will you give me in return?
Well, the only thing I can give you is my ticket for the laundry lift. After all, I no longer need to travel to my Peruvian amber mines. Do we have a deal?
Done deal. This is supposed to be a ticket? That's just a coat hanger.
Huh. Good.
I think cocktails are usually decorated with little umbrellas and some fruit.
By the way, what are the umbrellas for? So you don't sneeze in your drink?
Yeah, probably. It's like those sneeze guards at buffets.
A long time ago, there was a beautiful cornflake and a coat hanger. The coat hanger was poor, and the cornflake, well, she was a rich princess. Although the king had forbidden this union, they found their way to one another. Their love lasted for a blissful 12 hours. Finally, the coat hanger asked, "What's for breakfast?"
A tragedy. I love you, Edna. I mean, you know, she clearly has an awareness, like, she understands that it's like an imaginary friend. So she really isn't crazy at all. Anyway,
I'll wait until a dress gets entangled in this coat hanger. Then I'll cut it up from behind.
Okay.
Maybe I can use the coat hanger as an aerial. Toot, toot, toot.
Beep beep. The number you have dialed is not listed at the moment. Beep beep.
Too bad.
Wait a minute. Dr. Marcel's on his way back by now. We should probably just get going already.
Excuse me, please.
Yes, my child.
Do you really need this coat hanger for your weather experiment? I've got one here that's at least as good.
Aha. And now you'd like to swap.
That would be nifty.
Well, if it makes you happy.
Thank you. You're a real friend.
I'm not really sure why I need this coat hanger. What do you think of it, Harvey?
A wooden leg holder. But where's the wooden leg?
I've been wondering that too. Oh, wait, there it is.
A veritable wooden leg holder.
And the wooden leg.
Fits. We'll take it.
Good. Glad it worked out. Now we have a way to carry our wooden leg around. I was worried about that.
Sometimes you have to ask the question, what's more important? To try something out or to actually achieve something?
In order to achieve anything, you'd have to try out first. But in this case, don't.
You know, Harvey, I really love your sass. 10 out of 10. 25 stars. Million years.
Tonight, Inspector C. Oathanger is on patrol again to pull down the pants of organized crime.
The moth-eaten corduroy jacket of justice never sleeps.
Hey, Alu.
Hello, Edna. What brings you here this time?
I have one more question about King Adrian.
Fire away.
We have to become the king here if we're gonna lead them out of here.
I've made a decision. I want the shock treatment.
Brave child. Get me a better coat hanger and off we'll go.
But I did. Hey, got a ticket.
I've got my ticket.
And may I see it? Very well. You may pass.
Oh, let's go. What can go wrong? Oh, there's the guy who lives in here.
The next exit is approaching.
We're on our way out. Good. Alright, so what's this?
The guys from the laundry have packed this pretty well.
Take it.
I'm not the laundry girl, you clown.
Talk to it.
So soft. I wonder if they used Fuzzy Soft Ultra.
No, more like irradiated with 1,000 Tesla of gamma rays.
Oh yeah, radioactively fresh. The guys from the laundry have packed this pretty well.
$21,913 kilowatt hours, 21,914 kilowatt hours, 21,915 kilowatt hours,
21,855.
21,916 kilowatt hours,
12. 1,330,000. Umpteen.
21,900. Damn, messed up my count.
Alright. Take it off the wall.
It's locked in this box.
Well, we can fix that.
Nah, it doesn't use electricity.
Oh. Well, we can use something that does.
Nah, it doesn't use electricity. Which is kind of strange. Have I invented the perpetual motion machine without even noticing?
That's deep. What was that? What's out here? Oh. Oh. We still can't get out. To the exit. But this is big. Oh, is this the restroom where Lily has her big breakdown in the sequel? Maybe.
I wonder what this switch controls.
I don't know, probably the lights.
Light. Light. Come on. Seems to be broken.
Yeah, you know, maybe it actually will turn on the sinks. That'd be a twist. Yeah, there are those phallic sinks. Anyway, what are we gonna do next? Well, we got showers. We got a hose. We can put it on. We need some kind of clothing. Hose is clothing.
I never wanted to be a firefighter. I was more partial to the opposing side.
Yeah, I get that impression.
I've got hose.
And different area codes.
I don't get it. Take it.
I never
Wait,
wanted to be a
take those.
firefighter. I was more partial to the opposing
Oh, she doesn't want to be a
side.
firefighter. Yeah. Okay, in that
I
case,
never wanted to
just
be a
take it.
firefighter. I was more partial
Okay,
to
she
the opposing
really doesn't want to be a
side.
firefighter. Well, she chose the wrong side. No, we don't have that cup with the mirror writing on it anymore. That's disappointing. Hey, Harvey, what do you like? What do you make of the mirrors?
A reflection.
Why, if it isn't my evil twin from a parallel universe. I don't think he's spotted us yet. Let's set a trap for him.
So what is his name? Yever? Something like that. Oh, can we get everything backwards? I like this. I really like this. Anyway, hey,
Some
talk
time
to the
ago,
sink.
I was sitting in a cell and talking to the walls. But after painstaking acts of concentration and wit, I have finally reached the men's room and am now talking to the sink.
You think you have problems? Jeez, I am the sink.
Well, you see,
My
once again, she has an
preliminary
awareness of
analysis
this.
Says, if I take it with me, it will cease to function properly.
Oh, alright, we can get a glass of water. Now it's on. Now I have a glass.
Still a
It's water.
stain. Out, damn spot. Out, I say.
Ah, she's going for Shakespeare now, huh? Okay. Well, turn off the sink. No need to waste the water. Although I have to say, I would take a sort of certain perverse pleasure in making Dr. Marcel pay a higher water bill. Of course, he'd probably take it out on the inmates here. Because let's be real, this is a prison. Oh! I remember this room. This room was definitely in Harvey's, the sequel, Harvey's New Eyes. You know, it's kind of... I hate to even imagine Edna being involved in all the bloody things that go on in that one,
I've
but,
seen my share of this sort.
you know... Well, maybe I won't say. Yeah, but it's fine. But I don't want to say it, you know, as spoilers.
Empty. Hello?
Okay, talk to it.
Anybody in there?
No! Buzz off!
No, if you say so. Oh, what's this?
You better behave, Harv. The models are from the
No,
last Miss Mentally
look at it again.
Unbalanced pageant. It says here that Miss September stabbed her husband and ate the dog.
Meow!
You better behave, Harv.
Man, nothing quite sexier than eating dogs. Oh, there's a chair.
No time to rest.
Use it.
Mr. Harbuck,
Talk to it.
energize.
You see, it comes off less as she's a crazy person talking to things, and more like she's a person who talks to herself and is having fun by talking to objects.
A bit bulky, don't you
Like
think?
I do. Yeah, I do. Maybe
What
not
do you
press.
think, Harvey?
Maybe we're not going to press
Shall
that.
I press it?
I'd like to see that.
I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead, be my guest.
I'll do it. I'll really do it.
You don't have the guts.
I'm serious.
Chicken! Chicken! Edna!
What now?
It doesn't seem to have had any effect.
You shouldn't have done that, Edna. But I'm glad it worked out. What's this microphone? Oh, I don't know. Well,
Hello? Anybody home? No reaction.
Yeah, is there
As
anyone
expected,
in there?
Locked.
Well, anyway, let's get out of here. We'll liberate whatever crazy person is in there later. Especially since they might just be someone else the doctor is starving to death. Oh, we can't go through that door for some reason. Well, this is new.
What do you think of these two, Harvey?
I can barely tell them apart.
I'd rather not. They outnumber me. What do you think of these two, Harvey?
I can barely tell them apart.
Do you need a pen?
Not unless you have two.
We love to play Sudoku against each other.
Against each other?
Yeah, but Marty cheats.
I do not.
He invents some random numbers.
Those are Eskimo numbers.
Eskimo? Is he supposed to be an Eskimo? He doesn't quite strike me as
Hi,
the
you
Inuit
two.
type.
Hello.
Hello and hello.
Who are you?
I'm Marty, and this is my twin brother, Hardy.
We are Siamese twins. But I bet you already suspected as much.
Hottie and Marty? Those are highly unusual names.
Well,
That's because our dad is Japanese.
and our mom is of Hopi origin.
But you must have suspected as much. You can tell from Hardy's almond eyes.
Why are you just sitting around here?
We're making sure no one steals our bed.
But all the beds are the same.
Ha! That's what you think. If you know what to look for, there are huge differences.
It's like with Hardy and me, there are few people who can distinguish between us. But after a while, you start to recognize the differences.
That is our secret twin power, so to speak. We see the differences where others just shrug their shoulders helplessly.
Which brings us back to the subject of beds.
On first appearance, they all look the same.
But this one here
is the only one with a bed sheet.
Why are the both of you only wearing one sweater?
That's a silly question.
It's much too warm for wearing two.
You're not Siamese twins at all.
Correct. We are actually Siamese triplets.
But Brody is away in Paris studying art history.
Yes, he's always been the strange one.
I'm taking off. Will you come along?
No.
We have the softest blanket in the whole world right here.
And where, pray tell, would we go anyway?
See you later.
Rock on.
And send my regards to Lady Liberty if you see her.
Well, whatever I was gonna find behind that door, I can honestly say I didn't expect it to be this. Yeah, I gotta say, it's pretty hard to tell those two apart. Well, alright, what do we got here? We have all these doors. What's through this one? So this is the way we came. I believe this front door. No, this is the room with the... Yeah, this is the bathroom. Okay, so there's not really much up here. So... Let's go. I don't think we can go through that other door for whatever reason.
Here we go.
Shwippity schwappity shwoo. That's the sound you make when you hop into a laundry
Hello
shaft.
over there.
Oh, a new neighbor.
Who are you?
I am Mr. Frog, of course.
Strange name, that.
It is meant for a human, but I am a
frock. I get it.
Oh no, not at all, you flatterer. I am merely a coat.
Don't tell me you live here.
Why not? This lift offers a lot of convenience for a piece of apparel like me.
And what convenience exactly would that be?
Well, there's this rail where you can put coat hangers. And it's dry. We clothes are very absorbent, you know.
I see. Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling that time has slowed down while we were talking. Oh, here it is.
That was the exit? Well, that's
What do you
kind of
make of
odd.
him,
What do you make of
Harvey?
Frock, Harvey?
He's a little too colorless for my taste.
The next exit is approaching.
Well, not much came out of that. Back in. We're gonna make something out of this.
It's a
Hey,
bit
what
tricky
do you
to
make of
use
my,
the coat
coat
hanger
hanger?
while I'm suspended from it. The next exit is approaching.
Yeah, I figured it might be. I mean, hard to use while you're suspended from it. You know, maybe those, Siamese twins would be interested in seeing a few things. Because we need to get on the other side of this fence if we're going to get to the, electric chair. I mean, it's kind of a shame we have to do this, but, you know, we're in a hurry, and if it'll give us psychic powers, which I'm sure is what happens when you get electrocuted.
Break up this assembly at once.
Nice try.
But we are irreversibly joined together.
There is nothing criminal about the lawful assembly of Siamese twins.
Would you like this cocktail glass?
Was there a stinky drink in there?
If I were you, I'd be careful with that.
There was an amendment to the toxic waste legislation recently.
Would you like this ripped-off receiver?
Not interested.
We already have a poor connection with the outside world.
Do you play polo?
Haven't in a long time.
It's not easy to find Siamese twin horses.
That's true.
Would you like this
I can
ripped-off
relate to that,
receiver?
man.
Not interested.
We already have a poor connection with the outside world.
Not the one I meant to select.
Would you like my straw?
Is that a special type for Siamese twins?
How would I recognize one of those?
By the USB port and the digital access pressure display.
Or simply by the two mouthpieces?
I'm afraid it's an ordinary one-man straw.
In that case, you can keep it.
Well, I mean, glad you guys get along anyway,
Stop
but
fidgeting
kind
for
of
a
weirded me
moment.
out.
I have an idea. You're free!
Wow!
What's going on? What have you done?
Are you a surgeon or something?
Well, maybe now
Would you
they'll
like
take
my
my
straw?
straw.
Is that a special type for Siamese twins?
How would I recognize one of those?
By the USB port.
No.
And the digital access pressure display.
Or simply by the two mouthpieces?
I'm afraid it's an ordinary one-man straw.
In that case, you can keep it.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing up here, away from everyone else anyway? Or is this where everybody goes to sleep, and they're only allowed in the rec
What's
room during the
wrong?
day? It
You're
might be.
free! Each of you guys can do whatever you always wanted to do.
Oh, the wealth of possibilities.
And the accompanying pressure that comes with it.
Ooh my.
Oh, okay, see ya. You guys? I'm sure that that'll help us escape somehow. Well, you know, it's fine. We're just we're slowly sowing the seeds of chaos around the asylum. So, that's the important thing. Is that we slowly sow the chaos. Okay, now this time we're not gonna mess up when we pass through that little
Hello
exit, you know.
over there.
How you doing, Mr. Frog?
A new neighbor.
Where's this lift going?
I can't answer that, I'm afraid. There are 3 exits in total. One of them is the laundry in the basement. You get a great view from there. Unfortunately, I forget where the other 2 exits lead.
Why? How long have you been hanging up here?
They used to call me Mr. Toga.
Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling. That time has slowed down while we were talking. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
I'd break every bone in my body if I did that.
Okay, well, not if you do it here. Now!
What's the problem with that nervous guy in the corner over there?
And don't pay attention to him. I've been yelling at him to stop being so nervous all the time. But do you think he'll listen to me?
Maybe the man would be less nervous if you stopped yelling at him.
What? You mean he acts like that because of me? Now that is... Hey, you! You'd better act as if I wasn't here! Otherwise I'll come over there, and then it's ass-whooping time!
Yeah, I don't think this man's gonna help us very much. Well, what can we do? I'll need to open up a path straight to that electric chair. I have a feeling that once we become the queen around here, things are gonna start changing. And suddenly, all these guys are gonna listen to us. Well, at least in the rec room. We'll have to conquer the other nations.
The phone is broken. With the glass, I can at least eavesdrop on my neighbor. Isn't Drogglejug a fine specimen?
I'll admit that I'm a bit jealous.
I tell you what, Drogglejug, he really is the handsomest man I think I've ever seen.
I've got a present for you. It's a very useful drinking straw with a flex hinge.
Oh, he doesn't even want to answer us? No, you know, I feel kind of bad. Well. Oh well. Okay, I had a feeling there was something going on here. Chips. We're gonna need these chips later. What do you think of them, Harvey?
Are you hungry, Harvey?
Not really. It feels like I've got a stomach full of cotton balls.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. Like right now, my stomach feels like it's full of some kind of corrosive acid. Ugh. Anyway, how was I doing? Good question. Well, look, I feel like if we're gonna make, now that we have the chips, I feel like if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna have to be on this second story. We're gonna get to that third story somewhere by and by, but not
Hello
yet.
over there.
Oh, a new neighbor.
Wow, you are exceptionally white. What do you use?
Astonishing, isn't it? I'm very proud of my colorlessness. I used to be beige, but there's not a lot of light in here, so the pigment's left. Out of boredom.
I see.
Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling that time has slowed down while we were talking. Oh, here it is.
You know, it reminds me, kind of a guy I used to know. Like, he was in elementary school. We were in elementary school together, and I remember that, he was, like, white. But then later on, he's, like, suddenly had, like, kind of tan skin. Sort of interesting. Oh, they're gone. Yippee! I guess?
This is by far the softest sheet I've ever seen. Hottie? Maudie? They vanished into thin air.
Worth it. Tenderize it.
I'll only waste valuable energy. The bedding is so soft, the mallet just bounces back.
That mean we can just imagine her trying to hit it to figure that out, of course.
Hottie? Maudie? They vanished into thin air.
Yep, they still did. Take
I
it.
can think of 1,000 ways to use it. I still think it's too bulky to lug around.
Okay. Well? Yeah, there are a lot of ways we could use it. If we could just smash a window open, we have a parachute! I'm sure it would work. I can't imagine how it wouldn't. I don't think we would regret that decision. Even for a second. Not even for a second. Oh, can we open the lock from the other side?
A key is missing.
That's a good point. Well, you know what? Forget it. Let's look at the straw.
Strawbit Strawson looks like a red-striped savanna giraffe. Don't you think so too, children?
Hooray!
You know, I said earlier she wasn't an artist. She actually strikes me as, like, having the potential to be a really fine artist, actually. Not like a fine artist, like drawing, fancy portraits or anything, but a good artist, I mean. This sort of walking around in mild confusion is an essential part of any classic adventure game. And that's fine. I'm not objecting. Although it would make this look very bad if I were trying to repurpose the footage to be a long play. Huh?
Hello, princess. What's a girl like you doing in an asylum like this? Wait, don't tell me. You're Edna, right?
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
Edna?
How are you, Edna?
How do you think I am? I'm locked up in a cupboard.